Hey you guys, welcome back to the game room. I'm Casual Gamer 84. You all know that. And this is part 2 of my game room tour, or an addendum of my game room tour. Is going over a few things that I didn't mention in my last one that you all kind of reminded me of in the comments. And also, I didn't show my modern setup where I got my PS5 and Xbox Series X and all that. So let's go ahead and show the few things that I was reminded of by y'all's comments with my NES games right after I roll this intro. Alright guys, so here's what I was talking about with one of the addendums I probably should have mentioned. On my NES games, I do store them vertically instead of horizontal. I used to store them horizontal so you could read all the labels, but as you get them stacked up, they're harder to get one out. And I also, this way, am able to use the dust sleeves. So when I pull one out, the spot stays and I know exactly where it goes. And it can go right back in that spot. And it also gives me a place on some of them to, like my Castlevania 3, I've got a manual for it. Gives me a place to keep the manual and not lose it, and I don't end up with a stack of manuals like that. I do need to get some more. They stop right here. I've got some ordered. I'll do a video on those when they come in. So I have these 2.5 rows to go. I've also done the same thing with my NES, but those pretty much, the spot pretty well stays put when I take them out. Something else that I didn't mention is the on most of my boxed NES stuff, I think I've got 3, 4 that don't have the plastic protectors on them. I do that just because these boxes are so old. Why not keep them as in good a shape as I can. Like this Kirby's box is a little beat up, you can kind of tell, but this is going to keep it from getting worse, and it makes a beat up box look great in a sleeve. Prime example is kind of my Punch Out. Looks great in the box protector. What you can see, without it, it'd be some creases and stuff, and it wouldn't look as pristine, I guess. I do the same for my Super Nintendo. I've got one game that likes those in my 64. I do got some for my Switch as well. I got Scott Pilgrim's Limited Run. It's sealed with a card in there. I only do that to the ones that I keep sealed. I also got my Stranger Things sealed in a protector as well, and a few other ones that I've got in there. And I also done that to my Legend of Zelda games, just to keep them as pristine as I can. You've seen some other things that I didn't really talk about. Is I've got, of course, my Casual Gamer 84 cartridge here, and my Famicom disc Doki Doki Panic. Those are just like cell phone stands that I got them on, and they present stuff pretty well. Yeah, I think that's all the stuff that I wanted to talk about that I did not talk about. So yeah, let's go back over to me. Alright guys, so with those tips, or not really tips, I guess they could be tips, but with those things out of the way, let's go take a look at my modern setup and what I've got in there, and then we'll meet back here. Alright guys, so I didn't mention this in the video either. It's my more modern, or the most modern setup. It's in my living room. Got my Series X, my Pro Controller, my Switch OLED, PS5. I keep them in there just to keep dust off of them. When I'm playing them, I'll always obviously open the door for ventilation, but I keep it shut. When I'm not using it, keep dust off of them. I've got Nvidia Shield. That's what I do all my media consumption on, really. A sound bar. I do have a PC. I put a RX 580 in it, and I've got Steam OS on it. So like the same operating system that's on the Steam Deck is on that as well. And I keep my Oculus over here. I can charge it and keep my controllers charged there. And I've got my Steam Deck I keep over here because I'm playing it most of the time. So all right, guys, let's go back to the game room. All right, guys. So thanks for joining me today. Thanks for letting me add these, I guess, or make an addendum to my game room tour video. Thanks for watching. If you're not done so, hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate that. Ring that bell for notifications. Yeah, that's it. Until next time, guys.